Hey y'all, what is up and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking that button to view this video. So as y'all can see, I have my middle child, Luxury, here. If you guys don't know, she is visiting for a couple of days, for what, a week and a half maybe?
A week and a couple days.
Yeah, a week and a couple of days, just visiting family and all that good stuff. So I'm just trying to I know a lot of you guys ask about my two oldest girls, where they at, why they ain't with you, basically what kind of mom are you always talking about. Hell, they grown, y'all, they grown.
I was married now.
She's married. Sapri is in her own place, but they are adults, okay? So that's the reason why she don't even live in the same state. Sapri is to herself. She does her own thing. So my kids are pretty much like me. They loners. They do their own thing, you know. They like to do whatever on their own. So anyway, I asked you guys on the polls basically what did you guys want to talk about, since you guys always have questions. Where's my straw? In the bag. Oh, can you get mine now? If you guys have any questions for us, you know, what you guys want to ask her, military wise, all that good stuff. Oh, first we need to do a thumbnail. Hold up. Wait. Really? That's so corny. But anywho, so yeah, so it was like 50-50. Y'all just want us basically to talk. You did want her to talk about like military, being in military and marriage, which is good because both of us can speak on that end. So kudos to y'all. And then a lot of you guys on YouTube just basically talked about let me see, favorite memories far as Christmas and stuff like that, holidays, birthdays, stuff like that in general. So we're just going to give you guys overall. So what do you want to talk about? First off, we are eating Cane's, Raising Cane's chicken. Luxury used to work there before in high school. So, and what we do is get, and if y'all don't know, that's what it like, we get, and what she taught me how to do it when she was working there. You get a sandwich on toast, butter on both sides of the toast if you like the way the bread tastes. No lettuce, sauce on the side. They originally didn't give us our sauce, but the sauce comes on the side, and then they were supposed to take the lettuce off, they didn't. But basically you get a 3-finger meal for the price of a sandwich, which is always cheaper no matter what state you're in, and then you get an extra toast. So instead of getting like one toast, yeah, you get an extra toast. So instead of getting one toast from the 3-finger, you get an extra toast. And yeah, so yeah, y'all. So she hooked me up on that, and I be doing that all the time. So yeah, so we're gonna do this mukbang. We're gonna get started. Luxury done already started eating her little greedy self. But did you black? What drink is yours? This one yours or mine?
That one is yours.
Me touching my drink. Oh y'all, and I don't know what they was up in there in that kitchen doing, but we got this meal for free. Okay, we only paid 35 cents for an extra sauce. Okay, that's it. So we only paid 35 cents for 2 meals and drink. Anyway, so let's start off with, what you want to talk about first?
What were the
military was 50-50, just whatever. So we're just gonna start talking about whatever.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there if we want to, or whatever.
So I guess military life, I guess we could do a comparison from what it was back in her day to what it is now. I can only speak from like the Navy, and she can speak from the Air Force. But it's pretty chill. It's not like a lot of, well, my base at least, my base is, I'm at Eglin, which is in Florida. My base is pretty chill. Like, I mean, it's stressful, but for me, the stress is that I don't get to see my husband as much as I want to. So like, our only time really getting to talk and hang out with each other is pretty much the weekends, which he does have off. They usually give the airmen the weekends off, simply because nobody's doing nothing on the weekends anyways.
And see, for me, that wasn't the case. I was like, bye. But I did have 2 kids with me. First it was just Sapri, then she came along right after that.
And if y'all don't know, I don't have any kids. So it's just me and my husband.
I'm not no grandma yet. And I ain't complaining either. Because they're doing really good with not having no kids. That time will come, you know. I tell her that all the time. You know, I stress that real hard. That time will come when it's time for you to have kids. Don't rush, you know, adding on extra stress, worried about another mouth to feed, and insurance, just things in general. You know, now it's just her and her husband right now, so that's all he has to worry about is them two, and really just her, because really he can get food or whatever he need on base. You understand what I'm saying? So,
well, that's not the case.
Well, and I'm speaking for, like, okay, let's say for
her,
the Navy, they had a child or whatever. What they call them? Where did they go eat?
I don't know. Oh, a chow hall. Okay.
Yeah, a chow hall where the men could eat for free, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's the thing. Ours, I don't know if Dupree was on like the actual boat, but because we're in the Air Force, we're stationed on land. We have this thing called BAS, so it basically flips our bill for going to go eat and buying our groceries and stuff like that. So Jalen can't just go to the cafeteria and eat for free. He would have to pay.
Oh, see, well, back in my day, they still got those allowance, but while they was at work, like your godfather, he was the chef. So they had free meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, regardless of whatever. So
I mean, he did have the free meals when he stayed on base before we got married and he had to move off base. But once you get married, you start getting an allotment. So for right now, you start getting an allotment for any type of meals that you may have.
How do you like being a military wife?
I mean, I guess I just have to think of it as I don't like the, I guess I
not
don't,
too much long talking either. Look.
Okay, I don't necessarily like the term military wife, because outside of the military, I'm still his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he were to get out the military today, I'm still gonna be his wife. But being in the military and married, I don't think it's bad. I definitely think you have to be a strong person to be able to deal with it. Like, some days I break down and cry because it's like I'm all the way over in Florida, my family's in Arizona, my husband's not home 5 days out the week pretty much. So you have to be a strong person in order to do it. I don't suggest anyone go into it lightly. Like, you definitely have to have that mindset for it.
But the good thing about the military with her, that by her, she was in it, you know, it kind of prepared her too of what he's going to be dealing with. So she has that aspect, as opposed to I didn't have that aspect. I didn't have nobody to teach me. My mother wasn't a military wife. My daddy went into the military way before her and my dad got together. I mean, they were together in high school, but then they broke up or what have you. And my dad went to the military, and then once he got out, then that's when they had me. So I didn't have nobody to teach me, you know, about being a military wife. Other than her godmother, she took me up under her wing and taught me a lot of stuff and showed me a lot of things. But she also was an ex-military person. She was in the service, but she had got out, but her husband was still in when I met her. So
basically, it's hard when you don't know what's going on, pretty much.
Yeah, if you don't, yeah, that's how you say something. Yeah, like she said, if you don't know how to cope or what they dealing with, then yeah, you definitely don't know. So that's pretty much, I guess, it on that. I guess as far as that go, but for me personally, I would encourage anybody to go into the military. I encourage her. I stress so much to her. If you're able to get in the Air Force, definitely get in the Air Force, because it's a better branch than the rest of them. They do treat them differently. They are like the top, okay? So like, don't let these, what do they call them, the recruiters or whatever, try to trick y'all, because that's bullshit. Okay, it's totally bullshit. If you can go in the Air Force, go into the Air Force.
So you do go in, do your research. Don't let people tell you, oh, this is the best, this is the best. Do your own research. Even though we're promoting the Air Force right now, I still say do your research, find out what's best for you. Like, some things about the Air Force you may not like, some things about the Navy you may not like. You need to do your research. As far as like recruiters and stuff, they'll try and push the jobs that nobody wants on you. So if you get a code for your job, look it up. All of the jobs are listed online. Look up, do your own research.
After you pass your test, and then you'll know what you'll be able to qualify for.
Yeah, they basically give you a book. Don't let them make you choose a job right then and there as you went through your physical portion of it. So
so that's pretty much that, you guys. It's not too much to talk about. We could talk about life when you was a kid, but I have already talked about that. So
I guess from my point of view, life as a kid is my life as a kid was very different from what y'all see as Halo. My mom, it is, I'm being serious, my life is, my childhood is very different from Halo's. Although we got same amount of toys and all that other stuff, my mom wasn't necessarily always around, simply because she was working. My mom was a single mother, but she had a lot of help. At the time we were living, my childhood, we were living in California. We had my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather, my grandmother, my aunt. Like, my mom had a lot of help, so it wasn't as if I was missing out or anything, or just staying at home. But my mom wasn't necessarily like waking up, making the school lunches and stay at home mom. My mom was always working pretty much from before I would wake up and she would be gone, and then pretty much as time as I was getting ready to go to sleep, she would be coming back. But we did have a lot of fun. I do have a lot of good memories with my mom. It's just my childhood was different from Halo.
Yeah, from that point of perspective, like how you guys see me interact with Halo, like she said, making her lunches, taking her places. When I took them to Disneyland and where else y'all go?
Legoland, Knott's Farm.
Yeah, stuff like that. It was like a spare of the morning, but I had to take the time off. Like with Halo, y'all seen how on the summer break, how every Friday I took her somewhere. Even now I'm trying to take her somewhere to keep her occupied, to keep her busy, because for one thing, that little girl has a lot of energy. Let me just, so Halo has a lot of energy, and I have to keep her occupied. But yeah, just like she was saying, it is different as far as that aspect. No, there wasn't no such thing. I didn't even grow up with my mother making lunches, and like I told you guys a million times before, I have got so many inspiration from YouTube moms on here. When I seen Amy from Bella Boo's lunches make Bella's lunches, that inspired me. Nakaya from the House of Meat, that inspired, and I was like, wow, I can't wait to excuse me, food just came out my mouth. I can't wait to Halo get that age where I can do stuff like that, you know, because I know the school lunches are crap. Okay, so that was another reason why. Plus Halo is very, very picky, y'all. She is picky on what she want to eat, super picky. So I knew I had to make her lunches, and even if I go back to work, I'm gonna still have to make her lunches.
And that's another thing, me and Sapri, we weren't, my mom pretty much has more time for Halo and more patience, if that makes any sense. My mom was a single mother, a teenage mother pretty much, and she had to, like, she needed everything to go in order. So we didn't have the whole packed lunches. We weren't picky eaters. Like, if you're not gonna eat, you're not gonna eat. Pretty much that's how it was. So you're not gonna eat school lunch, you're not gonna eat school lunch. But all I can say is that my mom was the best mom she could be for me, if that makes any sense. If my mom would have,
every child is different.
Every child is definitely different. But for me personally, the way my mom raised me, I wouldn't have her raise me any other way, because she definitely prepared me for real world experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at the kids that are my age who don't know how to go out and get a job, who don't know that not everything's going to be handed to you just because your name is what so and so, or whatever the case may be. I got my work ethic from my mom. I got a lot of things from her.
But see, that's because with her and Sapri, you guys, I stress highly. They knew not to bring nothing below a C, not even a C in my house.
A C was a damn near an A.
And that's a fail, okay? Because I told them I would get on their ass. Like, that's just, you just going into the school and being in the classroom. That's why you got that C. And I would push them so hard. So my kids not to bring nothing but A's and B's through my door. And when, remember that one time you got an F? Oh, she got it. But she brought it back up. She went from an F all the way to an A. And that's why I push my kids so hard, because she wasn't applying herself. Okay, you wasn't paying attention, you was not applying yourself. So that is a no-go for me. So that's why I did the things that I did, you know. I'll do the same thing with Halo, granted, for sure, you know, because they're not no dummies, you know. Nobody is dummies. You just gotta apply yourself, period, point blank. So,
but my mom definitely as my childhood went on, she definitely prepared me for the lifestyle that I'm living now, as a wife, as a military wife, as a college student, as a young person out on their own. My mom definitely prepared me when I was young for this. And when I was younger, it may have been like, why is she telling me this now? Like, it don't make sense. Like, it didn't register to me really until I went into the military. All the stuff my mom did.
Yeah, because she thought, even for a while, I was the meanest mom. And they would talk about me to their auntie and their grandma or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But one person I know it went in one ear out the other is my grandmother, God rest her soul. Because I believe she knew that, no, Ebony's doing the best that she has to. And she ain't letting up on them, to be honest, okay? And that's just how it is. But I just didn't let my kids just do anything or go whatever. Or just make them think, oh, well, she just can't get it. Bull crap. That's just what's unacceptable for me. Period, point blank. I'm with Halo 24/7, and that's only because of Jose, and I still thank God for him, you know what I'm saying, to where I can't be at home with my child. But I get on Halo's case too, not as much as I used to get on theirs, okay, because being a single parent is stressful, it's hard when the daddy don't want to help take care, and you got to deal with people at your job or work. All in all, I'm proud of both of my girls, because both of them, for one, graduated from high school on time, because I wasn't having that, okay? 2, neither one of them got pregnant, so thank God. 3, they both grown on their own, doing their own thing.
And out
of my house, okay? So it doesn't get no better for me than that. And as a parent, it makes me proud. And they both in school. She's going to school in a couple of weeks. Sapria's already in school. So I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm happy. So that's why I did the things I did. And we was just having that conversation the other day, how I want my kids not to be dependent on mama. Oh, mama, I need this. Oh, mama, I need that.
We have
a
lot of those types of people in our family.
We do.
Very
and
dependent on
I don't care for it. Absolutely not. And my thing is this: if you want it, you go get it. If you hungry, then get your butt out there and go to work and you go get it. Period, point blank. You guys, that's just how I am. You starving? Okay.
Now, needless to say, that doesn't mean that if
you better find a way to eat.
No, needless to say, doesn't mean like if we actually needed it and we're doing everything we can that our mother wouldn't help us. No. But that's to say that we have a lot of people who are very go to somebody else before you look to yourself to get it for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what our mom was preparing us for, to do it on our own.
I don't want them to try to not apply themselves first. You know, if you done all you can do, then okay. But other than that,
use this.
I'm finna use it now. What you talking about? Y'all be worried about my plate.
Y'all, I love Cane's. We have Zaxby's out where I am, which the flavor of chicken is good.
I can't wait to go out there to go to Zaxby's. That's gonna be the first place I'm gonna be like, we going to Zaxby's. And I ain't sitting in no house, I'm telling you now.
Okay, you ain't gotta sit in the house.
Just because you hear at my house sitting in the house, I ain't sitting in the house.
Okay, we ain't gotta sit in the house, but I'm letting you know there's not much to do. Like,
oh, we gonna find something to do. We gonna find.
We got a movie theater in my direct city. We got a movie theater and a skating rink, but we gotta drive 45 minutes out to go to the stores, to go to, like, they have like this little water park type.
Okay, but thing. We can talk about that later. Not on the video.
I mean, you brought it up. Nobody was talking about it but you.
This time around, I'm enjoying my daughter being here. She hasn't worked my nerves just yet. I still got a couple more days. Usually when she's here, she works my nerves. You know that? You didn't want me to say that, but I'm telling you the truth.
This is the thing. Me and my mom are so alike that when I say we're so alike, like, we have the same personality type. She's just older, and like, thing is, it's like, y'all see her with Halo. She has Halo now, but she's still the same mom for me and Sapri, if that makes any sense. She's still like a teenage mom or a single mom when it comes to me and Sapri. So she still has very little patience. She's still very much so, I need this to go like this.
But y'all know how I am. But the thing is this: they expect for their mama to change. I ain't never changed, you know. And that's just like how I tell my hashtag Halos Angels. I don't care how many of you guys I gain or how many of you guys I lose. I'ma always be me. I'ma always be the same. Period, point blank. I'm not switching up. I can't switch up. That's just where I come from. You know, like I told you, I was born in Compton, California. Ain't no switching up there like thinking you better than what? Nah. I come from the bottom, the gutter, all that good stuff. So for me, ain't no switching the game. You know, that's just where I come from and how I was raised, you know. So that's how that goes. So, but yeah, I still get on their tail all the time, tell them what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable, period. Because I don't expect nothing less.
And it's like now, it's kind of like, you know, I'm grown. I'm kind of trying to figure things out.
I'm always be mama. See, everybody else, like her grandma switch up. They want to be the friend. Fuck that. I'm your mama, and I'm going to always be your mama first, friend second. Probably fifth down the line, because I'm mama, and then we're worried about being friends. Don't ever think I would never stop being your mama.
I don't ever think she'll ever go stop being my mama, but it's a certain, my mom was a very like hold the reins type of parent, but it's like now that I'm an adult, like I just need you to let it go some. Just let it go. You know, like you can't keep holding on to the reins like, well, you need to do this. Like at a certain point, it's like, this is, I'm like, when I tell her like what my ideas is, like this is what my ideas are. And like this is what I'm telling my mom. When she has an opinion, that's okay. But my mom rarely ever has an opinion. She has facts for you. So it's don't do that, do this, and it's just like, well, I want to try it this way. And my mom's not that type of parent. She wants to tell you.
Especially if I know the road you're gonna go down. What kind of mom would I be? But then I did have to learn, you guys, to shut up and let them experience. And then when they come back to me, mama, you did say, and I'll be like, I know. You know what I mean? But as a mom, because like I said, I'm a mother first. I'm a mother first. I will always and forever be their mother. So it's very hard for me to switch up. And you guys, when I told y'all before how a lot of times I would sit in my closet and cry, I would, because letting go is the hardest thing to do as a parent. For one, if you love your kids, if you care for your kids, and you want your kids to be something, it is definitely hard to let go. It's definitely hard, because I still want to guide them. I still want to hold their hand as they start to walk, or as they start to experience life. I still want to guide them. But if I do that, it's not helping them, because they do have to learn from their mistakes. And that was a big problem for me, a big stress. Y'all, look, as far as my anxiety, my depressions, a lot of that played a part in it too. But I had to learn to, God had told me like, Ebony, step back, let go. And once I listened and started doing that, and let him show me that, hey, they're gonna have to fall. Let them fall. But you taught them how to get back up. And so then they learn. So now they know what they can do. And they still learning what they know, what they can and they can't do. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it's like, even like with my child Supreme, how she just got her place. You know, I didn't do everything for her. I did enough, but she has to learn. So that way she can know how much this costs, how much this is. Okay, well, maybe I need to budget this. Because if you give your kids everything, they will never know. You will never know the value of it or anything like that. So it's best to let them experience stuff. Even with her, I wanted to go out there. She thought I wanted to go like as soon as she went, no, because she's young. They was newlyweds. I just wanted to go a little bit out there, but she's like, no, mama.
My thing is that for me specifically, I want my mom to see me in my best position. First, going out there, I didn't have a couch, I didn't have a bed, I didn't have
But what you think when your father was in the military? I didn't have nothing.
Okay, but that's the thing. Like me personally, I wanted you, like I want you to come now because I'm set up better. I want you to see the best part.
But see, my kids, you know, she thought I would judge her, and it's like, no, I would never judge you. I know you didn't have. That was the whole purpose of me going out there, to at least help you. That I told, me and Jose had this conversation. I told him, and he was like, yeah, okay, do whatever you need to do. Was I gonna furnish everything? Hell fucking no. No, absolutely not. Just a necessity. That don't turn.
Oh, how do you turn the air down then?
Oh, you don't turn it down.
I want the air on me, but I just don't want it like blowing.
Oh, well then
hard.
Move it like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so what I was saying, no, I wasn't gonna like do everything for them because they still have to crawl before they walk, you know. But now she understands how much things cost, okay? Because see, my kids would leave lights on, water running, all that type of bullshit, eat up all the damn food. But guess what? Now they know. They, Mama, I didn't know how much. Yeah, I know you don't know because you wasn't paying nothing.
Like coming out here, I turned my AC off.
Yeah, she was on the phone with her husband talking about, did you turn the TV off? Did you unplug the TV? Like, that ain't gonna run them down.
It do, it make a difference. It dropped it down $1. I kid you not, it dropped it down $1. Summertime, my bill just be way too high. But turning stuff off, unplugging things. The only thing I left on was my refrigerator. Everything else is turned off. I turned the little circuit things off. The only thing I left on is my
well, I tell you what, when I leave, I don't turn stuff off. I leave it on. But well, it ain't running up no electricity. But that's things that they have to learn, you guys. So, but all in all, I'm proud of both of my girls. You know, I'm proud of both of them. They did good. For me to be a single woman, divorcee, 2 daughters, raising them, what?
my wallet. Oh,
raising them pretty much on my own because they lived with me a lot, most of their life. You know, in the beginning, once when I left their father, I went to my mom's house and I went to my grandmother's house. But the majority of their life, they was with me. From what, 5, 6 and 7. Yeah, 6 and 7 on, they, you know, it was just.
I was like 7. I went to first grade.
First grade.
Yeah,
6.
7. It was started at. I was the young. We were older, but we had to start in the. I don't know how it was.
But I raised my kids pretty much. Okay, we didn't stay in California very long. Maybe about a couple of years or so.
I think
a couple of years, because I did not want to raise my girls in Compton, California, where I was from. Am I proud to be from there? Hell yeah, because it made me the person I am. But the struggles of it all, I did not want my kids in that environment. But when we moved out here, I still gave them a reality check. Look, don't mess with me because you know your mama don't fucking play. You know, just gave them that aspect. But all in all,
like, y'all wouldn't be able to survive in California, but you didn't want us to have to survive in California.
No, I didn't. So... But still, that's the whole part of it. When you live something, you know what it's about, you always try to give your kids better. That's why y'all had everything. Even though, not to say my mother didn't, because my mother worked very hard being a single parent too, to provide, but she also had her parents to help her with a lot of stuff. So that's that part for that instant. But far as me, when I was out here, I'm doing it myself. When I lived with my grandparents, which was their great grandparents, they didn't do everything but just like pick them up. You know, I did a lot. My grandmother did do, because that's just how my grandmother was, but I did still my share. You know, I wasn't that parent, oh, I'll just wait and y'all do it. Nope, I was already buying and my grandmother would add on to it. That's just how basically that went. So, but all in all, I am very proud of both of my girls. Very proud of them. I couldn't be more proud of them, and I just want them to continue to grow. Like with this one right here, I'm really proud of her because there's not too many young black, her and my son Jalen, which is her husband. I'm proud of them both because not too many 18, 19-year-old kids go to the Bahamas and pay for it themselves. Hello, without mama and daddy's dime. So I'm very proud of them. Very, very proud of them, and that's what I want to see my kids do. Travel in the world, enjoy one another, fall in love. Even with Supreme, do whatever she want to do, but do it on your dime and enjoy it. And I'm sorry y'all hear that noise. I don't know, they breaking in the car, what they doing, but so yeah, you guys, so that's pretty much it. We'll probably do another video later, maybe, about childhood memories, because we got some, even though I have videotapes and stuff, but they done messed that stuff up. But anyway, they have the memories in their head as opposed to anything. The good thing about YouTube, Halo will have it on the internet. So but y'all, we about to get ready to go home.
I'm so full.
Yeah, we about to relax.
So good.
That nigga itis is kicking in. When you eat good, you want to go. You just want to go to sleep. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, and maybe me and her can do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out before she leaves. But hopefully we will be able to do another video before she leaves. I don't know. we'll see. But like I said, give it a great big thumbs up, comment, rate, and subscribe in the comment section, and hopefully we can both answer questions if you guys put any comments down in the comment section, because she be on my YouTube low-key just spying.
I mean, some of y'all see me in the little live chats. I be trying to answer questions that she's not catching. So
yeah, so yeah, and that's it, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Me and my daughter here.
You know what I was?
I know I said daughter. I wasn't about to say 20.
Oh, I said your 20-year-old.
My daughter here doing a mukbang. I'm proud of her. She came a long ways though. Seriously, y'all.
I used to be a hot mess.
Yeah, she was a hot mess, and I all the time on that ass. On it, okay? But anyway, it's my daughter. Anyway, love y'all, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye. Why you put up deuces like
this is bye? Peace.
That's not bye. This is bye.
Bye. Deuces. Chucking up the deuces. See
No,
you
it's
later.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't think we doing another video.